I was only 9 years old. I loved Thomas so much. I had posters and videos of him plastered on my bedroom wall, so when I woke up I could swoon over his beautiful black eyes, his thick black hair, his rock-hard abs, and his humongous, delicious, award-winning meatball sub from Wawa. I had a Thomas shrine with pictures of his brown chili meat that I photoshopped on, and every day, I would make a sacrifice for the Thomas shrine. Every night, I would pray to Thomas in hopes that he will see me worthy and claim my with his. When will he see that I'm ready? I cry for Thomas. I cry for me. I cry for I am lonely. I cry for the void in my heart that can only be quenched by Thomas's touch. October 8th, 2007 today. My dog for Thomas. I put it on a plate, then gently placed the plate on the Thomas shrine. I lit the candles and prayed to him. I prayed that he would notice. I prayed for his. I spray paint my face brown in honor of his shiny brown skin, and I eat like the homosexual I am. I am a female who has slept with many males for Thomas's. I bought a piece of and stimulated my chicken pot pie while thinking of Thomas. If he were here, he would hit my lower back over the bed and call me a bad boy. But until that day, I lust for him. October 10th, 2007 I was stimulating my Wawa sandwich to Thomas today like the bad individual boy I am. I was closing my eyes and imagining Thomas right in front of me, splashing his pasta marinara in my face as I lick it up like a female home slept with many males. I heard the door slammed and I bolted up. It was my father, holding a bag of McDonald's in his hand. He looked at the Thomas posters and called me a homophobic slur. I knew he was jealous of my love of Thomas, so I called him a female genitalia and threw a bag of at him. He slaps me and takes away my computer. I am crying. I cannot Photoshop any more Thomas pictures. I am holding my cheeks in pain. I go to bed and I dream of him. October 18th, 2007 I began to stop believing in Thomas. He has not responded to I mail to him. Every day, I take pictures of him off of my walls. My father has signed me up for therapy, but they do not understand Thomas like I do. I was your biggest fan. I went home and cried whilst consuming corn. When all of a sudden, I felt a godlike presence near me. I recognized that or anywhere. Could it be? I turned around and there he was. The man of my dreams. The brown stud stood there with his hard frozen chicken in hand. I began to squeal, but he puts his salty finger on my lips. It tasted like butternut squash. I nodded as a tear fell down my cheek. With his giant brown hands, he picked me up and placed me on the floor in wonderful yoga position. His grew, and with his fingers, he gently separated my. He rammed his into mine, and I cried tears of joy and pain. My was bleeding as my intestines were getting mushed up by Thomas's large. I did it for Thomas. With each hip flexor movement, a new part of my body became weak. He slapped my face and went Donkey Kong on my. I felt his beep and I knew he was going to give me his mayo. I clenched my together and felt his fill my insides and come out of my mouth. I was so happy. Thomas exited out of my window and winked at me. I knew my yoga classes belonged to Thomas. It was dripping with his sweat. And for that night, I cried. I cried tears of joy. The end.